Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. All right, man, the redneck find. So one thing I learned, we'll get to that in 1 second, and that's that thing right there. Oh my gosh, what are we doing? Big shout out to Mike over in Okeechobee. Brother, thank you. You thought we weren't coming there for a second. And oh man, I'm gonna pan in. I generally don't do this too much. I don't like when people do it. What's up with the back of C-Heep Jerokee? She looks funky on the back. So we'll reveal that later on, okay? It's starting to look like I don't know, like a Land Rover. All right, so back to the house. All right, so in my 20s, bought my first properties, I should say, a combination of a business and home in my early 20s. I was 24 years of age and made some money on the sale of a house. A few years later, I was about 30. Actually, I was 24 years later. I was 28 years of age. So sometimes the best way, and this house was bought as a flip a long time ago, and 17 years later, we're still here. But we're getting ready to sink some money into this thing, redo the windows and add another room, and we're getting ready to sell it. I haven't told the kids this yet, but that's what all this preparation is coming up for. Getting ready to do a lot of work, and we'll shoot some videos of it as we go along. So working on the irrigation. So if you've seen this, bought my sons 2 shovels. I got to show you. Bought him 2 shovels, and I said, $100, man, each, if you dig a trench. So this is where this is. Problem with this is it shoots water. My neighbor didn't have a pump years ago. So what I did was I put mine, I had a pump, he didn't have his pump. So I put my irrigation in so it would water both. Well, that works good because this is the sun side, but I never get, well, now today I'm talking smack. I don't generally get too much sun. So what happens is water comes up and over and hits the wall, and it causes mold and mildew. So I'll show you. So anyways, at that rate, the palmerias, man, look how beautiful they are. So, wow, man, hope I don't get stung by a bee. Beautiful palmerias. So they're kicking, they're coming in. Some fence work. So to sell a property, I found out, man, sometimes you got to dump 20, 30 grand into it to get what you need to get out of it. I'm fortunate that we're not going to have to dump that much money into it, but to get to the level that we want to sell it at, we'll have to do some work and just keep on working on it. And that way we can build a house at the lakefront property. All right, here she is. Ooh, my God, what was I thinking? But I got a score today. So thinking grill. It's going to have a tri-container kitchen. So kitchen goes here. Stand-up paddle boards go here. Check this out, man. My big Mondo cooler. Also got the Dometic, but got a place for a Jenny. I mean, this guy built this thing right. It's got a place for my big cooler. So camp gear goes in here. And if I got lucky, I probably could put a box in my cooler. I don't know. Comment down below, and you know what that means. Give us a thumbs up and say something, whether it be in Spanish, whether it be in Russian, whether it be in French. We have people that are watching this from France. It's like saying, are you Spanish or Hispanic? The proper way to say that is, are you Hispanic? So anyways, check this out, man. There she is. So this is going to be towed behind that beastie. And, you know, if we're worried about getting rained on and whatnot when we do go camping, because that thing's going to be all rigged out. And we got a pretty cool video coming up planned with the lady, a homeless lady by the name of Mary. So it's kind of a surprise what we're going to do with our 4x4 military crates. So we're gonna gift her one. And I think what I'm going to do, so I'm going to cover. All right, guys, can't reveal all the stuff because otherwise. There's my camp gear layout for the expedition. So that's not my hat, all right? Not my hat. So coming back down. Oh yeah, hold on one second. Check this out. Most people have never seen that. Look at that. That's when I ran for county commission. Sorry. Check this out now. And what is this thing? What? Oh, reveal. All right, so we revealed too much on the dive boat. So we got a lot in the fire. We got a lot going on coming back to the trailer, but project next, sort of. I wonder what's underneath of this thing. I wonder if I should show you guys this. But I'm gonna walk. I'm gonna do kind of like what I allegedly. I like him. I like listening to him. He's pretty smart. I'm not gonna go around the neighborhood too much, but man, I'm gonna tell you about Mary. The other day I was at work, and Mary was Mary lives at a park near where, not actually in the town of where I work. Nice lady. She drives a really nice excursion. Her husband bought it for her, and they came down here, moved down, went to go buy a house, and he died just unexpectedly. Just passed away, you know. That's my neighborhood. So I love these trees too. I don't like trees in my yard, but I love these trees. And when he died, it left her homeless. So I think what we're gonna do, it's kind of odd, isn't it? Pool right next to the roadway. I wouldn't want that. You can't go skinny dipping. Anyways, so yeah, Miss Mary's just kind of been stuck, and you know, she gets a little bit of money from Social Security. She's clean about herself. The first time I met her, she was littering on the ground, and I just went over to her real politely. I was like, hey, you know, we got to clean that stuff up, and this is how much I find litter on the ground now. So maybe if we go and talk to some of these people. Listen, Mary's not doing drugs. You know, she's not a crack addict. You know, this is an unhoused situation. I want to help somebody who's unhoused. I'd love to help somebody who is in a drug situation, but man, I've seen that in my own family, and I found those people, my personal family, not my extended family, all right? My personal family. And I have found that it doesn't help. You know, people are gonna do what they want to do. Don't get me wrong, I've got my problems and whatnot. But back to Mary. I was sitting there looking at this stuff in my garage, and I want to get rid of it. I got to get rid of it. So I'm going to be purging an awful lot of stuff. So if I'm ever going to make my way later on in retirement to live on a boat like I want to do, you got to get rid of stuff. But sometimes you got to build stuff to get rid of stuff. Sometimes you got to redo your house and put a little bit of money into it to get a lot more money out of it. So same with the old, you know, the Expedition. You know, I don't have a car payment, but J&J Automotive, you know, helped us rebuild her. And my gosh, she doesn't leak a drop of oil. Something must have hit that. I got to tighten that one up a little bit, ruh-roh. But, you know, you get to the point where it's like, do I go in debt? And I hear some people say, well, debt is good. Debt is good, but we don't have a mortgage. Our property that we're going to build, you have to have your property paid for to build on it. So that's paid for. You know, the vehicles, yeah, they're old rat dogs, but they're paid for. Credit card debts, they're paid for. So what we have is groceries. Oh, look at these Palmerias, man. Like a border collie. So we got the yellow ones on the other side. Look at that one. Oh man, Palmerias. So I got to power wash the house. I'm kind of neglecting it. So we got the yellow. We got the pink. The bougainvilleas out and about, looking healthy. Oh yeah, I keep an eye on my house too. I got another one there. But I don't know if you can see my crazy little tree. I got to show you this. Can you? I don't have my glasses on. Hold on. There he is. Hold on. Here's my my crazy tree. So I cut his branches like arms, and when I give him a haircut, he's just kind of like chilling out. See if you can see. There, I can go back in. There he is. Ta-da. So yeah, man, old tire swing for the kids. God, if Caden got on that thing now, he's bigger than me. I wear a size 11. He wears a size 11. Yeah, way too rotted. So anyways, 10 minutes of the family's 10 minutes of the house. So anyways, got some old shrapnel wounds from the hail, so I used some of the gray duct tape I had laying around. So anyways, guys, there's everything. Don't want to reveal too much. I try not to poke around in the garage. Let me know if you want to see the dive boat next. It's all set up with hookah tanks, 2 50-foot lines. The kids want absolutely nothing to do with it. They don't want anything to do with the Jeep. They don't want to go camping. But when I told them, here's their shovels, I bought them 2 shovels. So for 20 bucks, I bought them at Ace Hardware, by the way, $19.99 on sale. So when I'm at work, sometimes you see those deals, you know, pull out your credit card, you know, buy the stuff. And yeah, man. Anyways, there she is. So this is what they're doing. They're working on it. I told him, I said, man, I'm getting old. I can't be doing this stuff. So I gave a shout out. We've got another member. I'm sorry, I forgot your name. I don't have my computer in front of me, but I do want to shout out. I asked Mike, I said, it was lightning popping all around, and we bought it for a fair price and handed him cash. And I said, oh, check it out, man. It's got super swampers. Isn't that crazy? TSL super swampers. Super swampers right now. Hold on, let me show you the other side. I just liked it because it looked bad to the bone. TSL super swampers right now are $631 a piece. She's got a Toyota rear end. Look at that. And I got lucky. I vacuumed out the gas tank. You're like, what? It still has a gas tank? Yes, I thought it was clogged with dirt. But when you're running your generator, when we're out camping, man, we got a gas tank there. So, I mean, the filler neck's all there and everything. I might have to, yeah, I'm gonna have to fix that. Oh, I am always fixing stuff. But pretty beefy trailer. Plus, guess what's gonna be going on here? So, yeah, stand-up paddle boards. Anyways, this is the end of my video. But I asked Mike, I said, dude, where's there a good place to eat in Okeechobee? Well, there's not just one. There's a bunch of good places to eat in Okeechobee. And I walked in, lightning again, flashing everywhere. Sorry, I'm getting sidetracked. And I said, where's a good place to eat? He goes, I mean, lightning everywhere. And he goes, you got to go, hold on, Lightsy's. Yeah, I'll leave a link below. Man, go to Lightsy's. Oh, my God. So it got dark. Handed him his coin. We shook hands. And we make our way to Lightsy's. It's me, Caden, 16 now. Oh, my God. He'll be moving out. He's bigger than I am. He's huge. And we took Nala and Walker, took our border collies with us. And Nala, she shivers during a storm and whatnot. So I said, hold on, man, I'm going to run inside, go see what this place is about. And I walked inside. I'm getting ready to do a video on our old restaurant, Captain Jack's. We started in Lake Placid in the 70s and then built a bigger place up in Sebring, Dad and I, in the 80s. Yeah, anyways, this place, Lightsy's, smelled just like Dad's restaurant did when I was a kid. And it reminded me, like, all these crafts, all these things that I work on, everything that I do, you know. I mean, I was building models as a kid. It showed me how to build this stuff or do this stuff. But when you're working with your dad at a job, I'm going to walk just for a few more minutes. So anyways, walking with Dad and stuff and doing these projects. And man, walking into Lightsy's restaurant, you know, immediately when you walk in the front door, and it was raining, so it wasn't packed, to the left-hand side, there's, I believe, a salted meat rack, or there's a rack of meat to the left, and it's covered with like the butcher paper or bags, I think. And I was like, wow, that's cool. And then you could smell the fresh fish. You could smell the shrimp, and it smelled good. It didn't smell like, oh, this is gross. So a lady by the name of Kelly. Hi, Kelly. How you doing? Lightsey's guys, go see Kelly. Super good people. There's a gag grouper up on the ceiling when you walk in, and I didn't even see it. I was overwhelmed with the mako shark. I was overwhelmed with the smell and going back in time and dad's business, dad and I's business together, my partner, you know, and it just made me reminisce. And I turned the corner, and there's mounted elk, and whatnot up on the wall, and wild turkeys, and it's just a great place. And Kelly asked me, she goes, how much do you want, or what do you want? I said, well, it's got to be finger food. We're driving back from Okeechobee to where we live in Sebring, and it's lightning, it's raining, so I kind of need my hands free. She goes, so you want some shrimp? And I said, yeah, but we came there because, thanks, Mike, best gator tail. I've cooked gator tail. I've cooked a lot of gator tail. I've had other people's gator tail. I didn't like it. Oh my God, this is absolutely phenomenal. Spelled with the PH, phenomenal gator tail. Man, so gator tail was very, very affordable. But she says, do you want a pound fried? Because we were going to bring some back to the fam. And I said, you know, how much is a pound? She goes, I think she said $77. And I went, whoo, I think my legs started quivering a little bit. I was like, how much is a half a pound? My voice got all squeaky. And anyways, it was a fair price for the half a pound. Fair price, I guess, for the full pound if you wanted to. But the shrimp were like mine. You know, they were like mine. The gator tail was like mine. And I have never been to a restaurant since I've shut the doors of my own business that tasted like our stuff, you know, tasted like my cooking. So anyways, it was a real treat. So Lightsey's in Okeechobee, man, if you get the opportunity, go down there. So anyways, that's going to be the conclusion of this video. So 17 minutes in, really don't want to bore you too much, but yeah, I told the guys, get their checking account, 15 and 16. I said, here's your shovels. Learn how to earn. Because I had to learn how to build stuff. How to build stuff. So we bought this house. Bought it for $75,000. And right now, in just 20 years, we are well above $75,000 in our area. So invest in yourself, believe in your dreams, build good relationships, get the people in your life that are poison, that are evil, that are idiots, that are jerks, that want to suck you down, don't want to be part of your life. Man, delete them. And I'm not talking about on Facebook. I'm not talking about on Instagram. I'm not talking about all those platforms. I'm literally talking about delete them from your life. Because I'm going to tell you something I have, and it has been the best feeling that I have ever gone through in my life. I just wish I would have done it with them years ago. Number 4, that's exactly what I'm talking about. So I've got a book that I'm writing right now. It's actually a novel. I'm in chapter 11. It's all being put into the book. Once I get to that point where it's published, see, this is what the gift is of when you have everything paid for. You can take the time and you can invest within yourself. So there's a tell-all book coming, and I'm just going to tell you something right now. It's good. All right. Talk to you guys later. Stone.